I built the ultimate gaming setup with a 32-inch 4K monitor, $3,000 gaming PC, and some of the fastest gaming peripherals. And the first thing I'm going to be buying is the gaming monitor.
And this is the monitor that I chose. It's called the MPG 322UR QD-OLED X24 from MSI. The name is extremely long, but the reason I'm choosing this 32-inch monitor is because it's not too big where it's going to be really hard to play competitive games, but it's also not too small where it's not immersive. So having it at 32 inches is pretty much the perfect size. But this isn't just any normal 32-inch monitor. I needed the ultimate one, so this is actually a 4K Tandem OLED monitor, which basically means the colors are going to be extremely vibrant and bright, and all the blacks are also going to be like true blacks and really black. And of course, since it's 4K, the quality of it is just going to be amazing. This monitor specifically though is completely different than normal OLED monitors because it actually has something called DarkArmor film. So if we scroll down on their website, you can actually see where it kind of gives an explanation of it, but basically it makes it have 40% deeper blacks. And they literally have a video that we can watch of this. So as you guys can see, on the left is without it, and then on the right is with it, and you can see just how much more realistic and like deep the blacks are. So basically the blacks are so accurate that it will literally look like the monitor's off, but it's just like the real black. And since it's literally a film over the monitor called the DarkArmor film, it makes it more durable, which is really useful for everyday use so you don't get that many scratches or anything on it. This monitor is also using some of the newest OLED technology called 4th gen QD-OLED. So basically what it means is it can have 30% light efficiency, so it also has a 5-layer tandem structure. And in general, what this basically means is it can be very bright, and it will have like less power consumption while still being very bright. So that's literally exactly what you want on a monitor. However, my favorite part and the main reason I'm actually buying this monitor is because you get all of that insane quality, but you also get insane gaming performance because it has a 240 hertz refresh rate with only a 0.03 millisecond response time. So playing competitive shooter games is going to be not only extremely smooth, but we also basically won't have any delay. So I'm definitely going to be adding this monitor to the cart. It's literally the perfect monitor, the perfect size, and it's going to be really immersive and still really good for competitive gaming. And of course, for the rest of the setup, it all has to match this insane monitor since we're trying to build like the ultimate ultra-wide gaming setup. It's basically like one of the fastest 60% keyboards in the world, but it basically has rapid trigger, adjustable actuation, so we can make it like very fast and like very sensitive. And like basically a lot of pros use this keyboard. It's like literally one of the fastest keyboards in the world, so it's going to work perfect for this gaming setup. Now for the gaming mouse, of course we want to get one that's fast, but just for my preference, I really do like very light gaming mice, so I'm going to be going with this one. It's only 69 grams. I think this will actually work perfect with the gaming setup. It has a 1000 hertz polling rate, and yeah, just like good reviews and everything. So we're trying to build the fastest setup here. Next up, for the gaming headset, this does matter quite a little bit. You just want to make sure you're getting at least a decent headset where you can actually like hear enemies and like make sure you're actually hearing things right. So I'm going to kind of search around here and then just find one that I think looks kind of good. Okay, so honestly, I think these are perfect. They are wired headsets. I don't really care for like wireless headsets. And I mean, they kind of look pretty good. It also has like an extra mic, even though I'm not going to be really using that. And I mean, everything about it is just like honestly like good enough. So for this setup, we're just going to be adding this one to the cart. Now for the mouse pad, of course I am going to be using my own mouse pad, but I actually am going to be using the liquid white one. It does say sold out, but of course, since it's mine, I literally have like extra that I can be using, but it's just like a full-size mouse pad. After buying thousands of dollars worth of products, I waited only 2 days for everything to arrive. And of course, I'm going to be starting off with the most important part of this gaming setup, which is the monitor itself. The box for this is so big, it barely fits in the camera, and it's definitely one of the biggest monitors I have ever got. And inside of this giant box, we have the actual box for the monitor. So the packaging on this is really good, and just judging by the box, I am even more excited to unbox this monitor already because it genuinely looks so good. So all I need to do is cut this seal, and now the monitor box is open. And I think this is the easiest way to open it because it's so big, and already as soon as we open it and taking this, we can see the monitor itself. We have the monitor arm, and I'm really excited to see just how this screen really looks. So let's very carefully take this monitor out of the box. So now that I have the box out of the way, we can finally unbox the monitor and see just how good it really looks in person. Finally, time for the final reveal. You guys can see it, but I can't yet. Oh my, okay, so dude, for the specs of this monitor, the bezels are so thin on it. Let me actually just completely peel this off. Satisfying pull. Yo, I literally love doing this. It's so satisfying, and look at how sick this looks. If I put the monitor on its back, you guys are able to see a little bit easier just how thin the bezels are, especially this top bezel over here. It is so thin, and for the specs, like I mentioned earlier in the video that this monitor has, that is really, really good, and I can already see a little sensor over here because I'll explain some of the more features that this monitor has. But before I get into all the other features that I have not mentioned yet on this monitor, because trust me, there are so many, let's actually just put this entire monitor stand together, which should be fairly easy. All that we need to do is grab our monitor arm and take off all this wrapping, and then all we have to do is kind of make sure everything lines up good. And just like that, our monitor arm is now on. I'm just holding under the monitor just in case, but yeah, as you guys can see, I'm moving the monitor and it is not falling apart, so we should be good there. I'm picking it up and it has not fallen. That would be horrible. But the very last thing we need to do is actually grab our monitor plate or monitor feet, whatever you want to call it. And it has one big thumb screw, as you guys can see. So again, we just have to line it up, make sure everything sits flush, and then you legit just have to screw it on, and you don't even need a screwdriver or anything. You can just simply tighten it, and just like that, the entire stand is put together. And of course, with a monitor like this, you get all the adjustability you would want, so you can move it pretty high up and down, as you guys can see. Also tilt it side to side just like so, and it actually has a lot of movement, so you don't even need a additional monitor mount or anything. And of course, you can also tilt it up and down, which I absolutely love, because if you're playing an FPS shooter game like Valorant and you want to try hard a little bit, you can have it at this angle, or if you're just trying to chill and watch YouTube videos, you can move the monitor like this. So it's like the ultimate all-in-one type of monitor. It's just so good. Plus, you know you're buying a good product because MSI is so confident with this monitor. They actually give you a 3-year warranty, and they wouldn't be doing that if they weren't confident that this monitor was that good quality. So on top of all the other features I told you guys about earlier in this video, this monitor uses AI to really take it to the next level, and just wait to actually hear what it does. It is called MSI OLED CARE 3.0 or AI CARE sensor. So this monitor is literally so smart and advanced, it can automatically detect when you're on your desk. And the reason that's so important is because when you're not using the monitor, it will automatically turn off, which means you won't be getting as much or almost any OLED burn. And in the long run, that just means your monitor's lifespan will be much longer, especially compared to traditional OLED monitors, which is one of the biggest advantages of going with this monitor. It even has an AI navigator, vision, crosshair, and more. I am literally so excited to just power on this monitor already and see just how good it really looks. But first, I need to unbox and show you guys the rest of this setup and what we're going to be using to actually take full advantage of this monitor. So here is our keyboard, and like I mentioned, I just basically wanted any type of good gaming keyboard where it's very responsive, because the monitor has a 240 hertz and 0.03 millisecond response time, so it's going to be very, very good for competitive gaming as well. So having a good keyboard like this, just any mechanical gaming keyboard is completely fine, and this one will just work perfectly fine with this monitor, and we're going to be able to really, really game competitively on that monitor, especially with FPS shooter games. And to pair with our keyboard, of course, we have our gaming mouse. I just like lightweight gaming mice, but just like the gaming keyboard, literally any mouse that you have, any type of gaming mouse, even if it's a super cheap one that's $20, it all comes down to preference. But any mouse that you use, basically any peripherals on the setup will be more than good enough. But this specific one I got, I can actually use as a wired mouse or wireless, but it doesn't really specifically matter. I just wanted a lightweight gaming mouse, and this one is going to be perfect to use with this monitor. Plus, I also have side buttons, which is really the main thing I would look for in a gaming mouse, because that basically means you can use this mouse for competitive gaming or for casual gaming. And that specific blend between competitive and casual gaming is what I'm really looking for with this setup, because the monitor is literally going to be perfect if I'm trying to play a game like Forza or play a super competitive game like CSGO, Valorant, Fortnite, Call of Duty, or anything like that. And this is going to be the mouse pad I'm using. I think it will just kind of fit really, really good with the ultra-wide gaming setup, just having a big mouse pad. They just kind of go hand in hand, and I think it will make the setup look really, really nice. I know I went pretty basic with the headset, but in my opinion, as long as you actually have a headset that works properly and you can hear the enemy players and just like hear the gameplay audio without it like actually cracking up, that's more than good enough. And yeah, I mean, these just look like normal gaming headsets. There's not anything really like too special about them. They're comfortable and it'll really, really look nice with this setup. And I'll probably also match it with a little headset stand as well. And of course, we also do have a little microphone over here just so we can actually talk to our teammates or if we're trying to stream with this setup. But yeah, this is just like basically any kind of headset that you could get. And to power our insane gaming monitor, of course, I'm going to be using one of my best gaming PCs. To be honest, you probably don't need a gaming PC this powerful to take full advantage of the ultra-wide gaming monitor from MSI, but I wanted to make sure I was actually able to get 240 Hz really smoothly and 4K, so I kind of went overkill.
After finally connecting everything, the ultimate gaming setup looked absolutely insane.
Finally having the monitor turned on, the quality on it is genuinely so good. I am seriously not just saying that, and we're not even in a game or anything at all. So in the monitor settings, you have so many different options, and the first one we have is the entire kind of AI option area. So we have like the AI crosshair, AI vision, and just so many different things. But my favorite option that I mentioned earlier is the AI care sensor, because I've literally never seen this on a monitor where if you have it on, as soon as you walk away, the monitor will literally start dimming. So I can actually go over here, lock on leave, and I can set it to actually lock in 10 seconds as soon as I step away from the monitor. And I tested it out. It works perfectly, and it will literally prolong the life of your monitor just by you literally doing nothing. So that is amazing, and it literally will use less power too. So there are so many benefits to this, and it is like just one of the coolest features I've ever seen. And of course, that is not all you have. There are so many different options that you have over here. I have the monitor on 4K 60 Hz right now. Of course, I will be putting it on 240, but just to show you guys the rest of the settings over here, the only thing I really changed was the brightness. I just turned it up, and I actually will turn the saturation up just a little bit. I'll put it onto like 65 just to kind of saturate it and make the colors look a little bit more. But yeah, as you guys can see, there are so many different kind of like profiles you can actually use. I will actually use the racing profile. I do like this one a lot. It's like very saturated and looks really nice. But you guys can go over here and play around with it like I'm doing. And yeah, this is literally the only monitor you will ever need. So let's go ahead, put it on 240 Hz and go into our first game.
But now it's time for the most important part, which is seeing how the entire gaming setup performs, and especially the 32-inch 4K gaming monitor.
So first, I just wanted to test out Minecraft on all vanilla, so no extra shaders or anything like that, but we have the settings on fancy and completely maxed out, the render distance fully maxed out, and obviously Minecraft is a pretty casual game, and we are able to take full advantage of the 240 Hz because we're getting 350, like literally over 300 FPS consistently the whole time. When I'm actually trying to load in new things, that's the only time it like drops below 240. But if I'm just kind of normally playing, dude, I never play Minecraft on 4K like this, but as you guys can see, it looks really, really good on this monitor. The colors are absolutely amazing. They look so, so good. And dude, it's actually very, very fun to play a casual game like this because since this is a 32-inch screen, I can definitely just like see so much. Like it literally looks like I'm playing on like an insane FOV. Like I just put it on Quake Pro. It just looks like so immersive. That's like the main thing with this monitor, I would say, compared to a traditional 24 or 27-inch monitor, is not only are the colors amazing, but you're getting very, very smooth performance, and it just makes gaming feel like so different compared to anything I've like really gamed on. But at the same time, it isn't too big where it's gonna be very bad for trying to play games competitively. So let's try and go into an FPS shooter game. And now we're inside of Valorant, and I still decided to max out the settings completely, but as you guys can see, Valorant is a very colorful game, and on this monitor, it still looks really, really good. But on Valorant now, we're actually getting like 800 FPS, so it is actually extremely smooth. There are like almost barely any frame drops, but that that is kind of what you get if you're going to be uncapped at like 800 FPS. But dude, this monitor is insane. And let's see how many kills we can actually get on this monitor. We should be able to get quite a few kills here with this insane monitor. Yup, GG. Yup, and okay, I got 1 kill. I'm taking that. I'm literally taking 1 kill. We can definitely do better on this monitor because it's actually a very competitive size. I don't know why I bought a Phantom here. Dead? Oh my gosh. No, how am I missing? Okay, wait, I got 2 kills. I could have definitely popped off more there. Okay, so I know one of them is here, dead. Yo, okay, we're cooking now. Okay, first round win, and we have 5 kills. Dude, I'm literally carrying my team on the biggest monitor here. I definitely have the biggest monitor because Valorant players usually go for like 24-inch monitors to have the most competitive advantage. Clearly, your boy's still able to cook on the 32-inch monitor, and I have to carry my team. But what I really, really love on Valorant especially is it is still a competitive game, but the colors are very, very bright on this game. So on a monitor like this that's OLED and has like insane colors, you're able to take full advantage of it, and I mean, it just looks so vibrant. All right, so now I am on competitive Valorant settings. I'm basically on like stretch resolution low settings because I just want to get the best amount of performance that I possibly can. Oh my gosh, dead. We're still top fragging on my team here, so I think it's pretty safe to say that having a bigger monitor, if anything, definitely does not give you a disadvantage. I mean, we're clearly beating our teammates and getting like more kills than them, so we're at least doing semi-decent. Right here. Oh wait, 2 of them are flanked. Dead? Oh my gosh, we just double killed them. Give me this kill, give me this kill, give me this kill. Oh, yup, there we go. 3 kills. Yo, we're cooking here, bro. The monitor itself is performing insane. We're literally doing crazy here. All right, final round here. Your boy is on all low settings. We have a cap at 240 FPS. I'm trying to get a win here, bro. We're trying to win. This is what it all comes down to. Come on the 32-inch monitor. Is it competitive enough? I can hear them literally above me. Yup, he's 1 HP dead. No. Dead. There we go. Okay, wait, we might have just top fragged the entire game on a 32-inch monitor. So if anything, the 32-inch monitor definitely does not hold us back at all in terms of competitive gaming. We definitely got top 3 on the leaderboard. Okay, so we actually didn't get top 3, but we got top 4 and we had the most kills that game. That's all I'm counting. There we go. Finally, I'm going to be testing out Fortnite. It's really important that there isn't any input delay and it's really smooth on the monitor. Finally, we're going to be testing out Fortnite and the colors again. I think that's my favorite thing about this monitor is not even the performance. It's just like how good the colors look since it's an OLED panel, and like the quality just looks so good in every single game I'm testing it in. And to show you guys, I'm actually gaming on 1440p here, and we're on DirectX 12, and I have all low settings. And then I'm going to be pushing out onto max settings. And the reason I'm on 1440p is so we're still getting good quality, but we're not all the way on 4K. So it's kind of a balance between also having really high settings, but not so high where it's not competitive. So this is like the perfect mix. We have a 32-inch monitor. We're gaming on 1440p. We have 240 hertz. It's extremely smooth to game on and like very competitive, as you guys can see. I'm able to build literally perfectly fine and just as good, if not even better than on my like smaller monitors. So yeah, now let's go into a real game and just see how good it really is. Okay, there is a guy behind me right over here. 30, 1 HP dead. Okay, there are 2 guys fighting over here. I'm just gonna third party them. Yup, there we go, dead. Like 32 inches is exactly what I wanted. Like anything bigger would have probably been like kind of hard to game on competitively, but this feels really, really good. Okay, another guy right over here. 1 HP on this guy. There we go. Come on. Oh my gosh, we just got 200 pumped. 1 HP, what? Okay, my internet is actually bugging out way too hard, but there's an NPC here. Okay, there is another guy right over here. Yo, what the? Okay, I don't know what this kid's doing. There we go, another kill. We have 6 kills. Oh, the other guy right here. Yup, what are you doing? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I expected it to be a little bit hard to get used to gaming on this monitor, but it's just more immersive. That's literally all it is. Like, it still feels really, really good to game on. No issues in terms of like competitive advantage or disadvantage or anything like that at all. Dead. There we go. Easy kill. No, I think I just died. I literally just died because of my internet. Oh my gosh. That's not even the monitor's fault. I literally died because of my internet, bro. Are we serious right now? So no matter what game you're playing, the MPG 322 UR QD-OLED X24 from MSI is the perfect monitor. It has the perfect blend between not being too big that it's too hard to play games on competitively, but it's still big enough where it's more immersive than a traditional 24 or 27-inch gaming monitor. And MSI is actually running a giveaway for a 34 or 32-inch gaming monitor, and I would definitely choose the 32-inch one because it's the perfect size. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a sub so we can hit 1 million subs by the end of the year, and remember, Jesus loves you.